In this video, I'm going to show you a trick that you can use to keep your downspouts out of the way when you're cutting your grass. We're going to use a pair of tin snips to make a cut so that we have a hinge. I have these set up all around the corners of my house and they work great. This is the corner I'm going to use to show you guys how to set this up. Pay no attention to the destroyed wall. I'm going to parge that in another video. So I'm going to start with putting a little bit of an extension on here, and then I'm going to install an elbow probably about halfway down. The reason why I'm going to put the elbow up a little bit higher is because I want to keep a nice smooth slope coming out the bottom so that it doesn't erode the soil. Something around here should be good, I'm guessing. Now, because I'm doing this out of straight down pipe, they don't fit together perfectly. That's okay. I'm just gonna make a couple little cuts here. There's a lot of different ways to do this. Some people use the edge of their hammer to bend in the top piece so that it folds in. I like to make a couple little like pressure relief cuts on the corners, and then that way when I push it in, they kind of expand and it like will wedge it in. So you can see it kind of flares out here, and then that way when we push it in, it should just sit nicely inside. Just like that. And then of course we keep the upper part inside so that the flow of the water is going down. Whenever I'm working with downspouts, gutters, whatever, I like to dry fit it first. So I'm gonna wait till I get all the pieces together and then we'll come back and screw it. And this way we can play around with it if something's too tight. I'm just using what I have, so I gotta disassemble some of these corners here. Gotta love it when every screw uses a different bit. So for this next part, we're gonna make a cut on here, and I'm gonna do it about, I don't know, let's say like 2.5 inches down, and it's just this top piece here. My pencil isn't leaving a line. Let's say about 2.5 inches, and we're just gonna notch the top. And then I'm actually gonna end up unscrewing this piece here because I wanna get a good solid screw on the inside and outside so that we have a strong hinge. And because the wall's here, obviously I won't be able to put a screw on that side after, so we'll do that. And then I'll re-screw it back on there and then we're done. So the depth does matter. It's hard to cut with this damn camera in my way. Because if it's not deep enough, then you won't be able to really flop it upwards. Trying to record yourself do work is not as easy as you would think. All right, there we go. Something like that. Hopefully that's enough. Let's go try it out. Okay, so here's the part where it's a little bit tricky. So I'm not screwed on right now. I'm literally just kind of letting it rest on top. Let's see if I can let go of it, sort of. Because we need to figure out, you know, where the proper hinge is, because the screw placement matters, right? So if you figure we put the screw where my finger is, do we have clearance? Seems to be. I do have to take the piece off though to screw the other side. So maybe what I'll do is I'll grab a screw and I'm gonna tack that corner in right here. And then when I take it off, at least it'll be roughly in position. There's one more thing I forgot to mention is, so when I talk about the hinge, right, so we talk about making sure there's clearance, but honestly, you wanna maybe even come forward just a touch because we wanna make sure that the ease trough is leaning inwards so that the weight of it holds itself up, right? And then that way, when we do spin it up, when we're mowing, we don't want it to keep falling down. I don't know, what's a good example? Like a toilet lid or something, right? We want it to stay up, so. All right, I'm gonna hold this, I'm gonna screw, I'm gonna record. Should have joined the circus. So that's our first one, right? Everything holds nicely. Let's see if we fold. Beauty. All right, now I'm gonna disconnect it over here, and then I will put the other screw on the other side and we'll stick it back. So this is the moment of truth. Here's what we've got. And it should stay up on its own. Perfect. And so I was looking up and I just realized that there's a big hornet's nest in my soffit that I've been working right under this whole time. Thank you so much for watching. If you found the video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Comment if you've got any questions, or maybe you've got a great video idea or something that you need help with getting done around the house. I appreciate all the support, and the subscriptions and the likes help YouTube algorithm know that my content isn't totally crap. So I appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks.